I get a fair few clients saying that. They're very nervous.
Oh God, I hope mum likes this.
They just needed some engaging videos done, some, lo-fi content. I just fell into it. I just loved it. You know what I do as well, actually, off record? I bribe.
I'm definitely on record.
Nothing worse than scrolling through a feed and just seeing business work. I think that it's very impersonal. It's not you. One of the biggest challenges that people have with social media is consistency.
What are some of the best types of content that you see performing?
The best way to do it is...
All right, Jess Kenos, Loud Social. Do tell, how did you get started in social media?
My old boss reached out to me, and I was working at a corporate job at the time. And he goes, I've got a restaurant and the social media girl's not doing a very good job. Why don't you come help me? And I just fell into it.
So the restaurant, what type of restaurant was it?
So it was an Italian restaurant, and they just needed some engaging videos done, some, lo-fi content, and I just fell into it. I just loved it.
And so you did that social media, and then you thought there's a business here straight away, or what sort of led you into like chasing other clients and actually doing it as a career?
Yeah, good question. I think I just found a love for it because I'm a very creative person. So being able to do some design work for them and whatever else, I was just like, yeah, this is it. I need to get more of these clients. I need to build this. This is the business that I'd been waiting for. This is the idea that's really going to work. So I kind of knew it from day dot.
So you not only manage social media for clients, but then you also do shoots with them. You go on site, you help them out with their content creation. How do you find the relationship between the client coming to you saying, this is my vision for my content. This is, some clients know exactly what they want. And they're like, yeah, here's exactly what I'm thinking is going to be the creative look for the business. And then you've got other clients that are like, well, you're the social media girl. You sort of tell me what I should be doing. I have no idea.
Yeah.
I've been told that I need to get into this and this is where I have to be. How do you sort of approach that?
I think it's working with the personalities. There's so many, and I'm sure you probably come across this as well in your business, but there's so many different personalities where some will want to jump in front of a camera, some want nothing to do with it. Some are very old school in their mentality and they just want posts going out. So I almost feel like it's taking them on a journey and, showing them through stats what's working, what's not working. And once they start to see those results come in, some of the people with the old school mentality, they start to adapt and change. So that one is, those sorts of people are a little bit harder to work with just because you do have to take them on the journey so that they can get their head around it.
What about for business owners that don't want to be the face of the business? Like I have a few clients at the moment that are like, we might sell the business down the track and we don't want people to think that the only reason the business is successful is because I'm part of it. Yeah. So I don't want to be the face of it. I want to do content, but I don't want to be in the content. How would you approach that?
Yeah, I think I get a fair few clients saying that. They're very nervous. And I think for some of them, it's about coaching them through it.
Yep.
So teaching them, and it's through practice, right? That first session, it's going to be the hardest session. They're going to be wondering, they're going to be anxious. They're going to be wondering if they're saying the right thing. But as time goes on, it does get easier. And people generally, after the first 1 or 2 sessions, they're so fine with it.
This is tricky because I get this all the time with clients. They don't want to be on camera. And everyone, like right now, there's like 2 cameras in the room. We've got lights pointed at us. We've got microphones in front of us. And I feel like I'm sitting on the couch at home. Like I have zero anxiety about it. But when I filmed my first video, I was terrified like everyone else. And I was like... The biggest thing is people want to create something that they think is no one is going to dislike, right? Everyone wants to create this one perfect piece of content where 0 people will judge them. But it's like even Steven Spielberg, right? Arguably one of the best filmmakers of all time, made a lot of classics, and not one of his videos does not have a person who thought it was shit. So it's like no matter how good you make the content, there's always going to be people who don't like it, don't resonate with it. But on the flip side, there's always going to be people that do. So I think it's like people worry about being judged.
Yeah.
You've got to just go, I'm going to get judged and I'm okay with being judged because that doesn't matter. It's not part of the equation.
You just got to break through it.
And then once you do that, probably about the 4th session, I would say people like get the actual calmness of like, all right, now I know what I'm doing. I'm comfortable. I'm not panicking every time I hear the camera start. But It's definitely a bit of a process you got to go through.
And I feel like another good one as well is playing music right before you do it, like playing some of your favorite songs, getting in the zone, feeling the energy, and just, trying to block out all of those thoughts in your head.
The negative thought repetition going on inside.
Yeah, you just got to break the cycle.
Oh, God, I hope mum likes this.
It's too true, though. Like, there's so many things that could go around in your head. You just got to figure out a way to just shut it down. And you know what I do as well, actually, off record?
Yeah.
I bribe.
I'm definitely on record.
I bribe some of my clients with chocolates. No, I'm not joking. I'm not joking. Yeah. So
you're like, you do this video, you get a Kit Kat.
Yeah. I'm not kidding. So there's been so many shoots where they're probably not as formal. They're just fun, social, sort of lo-fi videos. And people would just freeze up. They're just petrified. And I kind of, out of my pocket, I've got a twirl, and I just show them a bit of the twirl, and I say, if you nail this video, I'll give you the twirl. And they're like, oh yeah, I want chocolate. And I swear to God, it actually works.
Literally like bribing your kid.
I genuinely bribe them, and it works. There has not been one time it hasn't worked.
Right, okay. Have you got clients that go, look, I'm not going to do it for a Kit Kat, but if you brought a Mars bar, well, maybe we'd have a conversation.
Oh, you know what I've had? I've brought the chocolates once, and then the second time I didn't bring them, and they're like, where's the chocolates? I'm not doing it. So I've set myself up a little bit to keep bribing, but if it works, it works.
Yeah, well, look, maybe there needs to be room in the marketing budget for chocolate.
Nothing worse than scrolling through a feed and just seeing business work. Mm-hmm. And there's no people in it.
So let's dive a little bit deeper on that then. When you say you're scrolling through the feed, you're only seeing business, because a lot of people do this.
Yeah.
Let's pick on me, for example. I do videography, photography. Mm-hmm. So if you're scrolling through my page and you're seeing Andrew and he's doing tips on this is how to do content for your business, but I'm not doing, I'm not talking about the fact that I like golf or something like that, like the deeper layer of actually getting to know me rather than just knowing, oh, he's a photographer.
Yeah.
What do you think is more effective from a marketing perspective?
I think what you do is great because you're at least getting your face in front of the camera and you're doing the education tips and whatever else. So that's important. That's a way that you're showing off your personality. Mm-hmm. I think, posting some stories every now and then of you playing golf on the weekend or
fostering those relationships and the mutual points of interest that then they go, I need social media. I like Jess, so I'm just going to get Jess to help me with my social media kind of thing. That's what you're aiming for from a social media perspective with the clients.
Yeah, you're aiming to be that likable person, and not everyone's going to be for you. Not everyone is going to be your client. But if you're showing your personality and who you are, then I feel that it's going to be a lot easier for people to, feel like they know you and feel aligned to your business and want to work with you.
With all the topics that are going on at the moment, AI is a big discussion point. How do you see the future happening with AI content? We were at a conference recently that you were speaking at, and one of the other speakers actually showed that you can basically type in, I want to be on Mount Everest, I want to be talking about this, I want to be in a red beanie, and with deep faking and stuff, you can basically be there and do that now without even having to film it necessarily.
I think that it's very impersonal. It's not you. What's trending right now is that raw, engaging, authentic version of people. That's what people are resonating with. It's not an AI character that, looks like you. And the algorithm picks it up as well. So if you're using something that's AI generated, it will not reach as many people as you'll be able to reach if it's, filmed by you.
So you think in terms of content then the less scripted, the better with the content? Like the more just it's your actual personality being captured versus like, all right, I'm going to do another take. I'm going to try and get it perfect. I didn't like how I said that. Like, is there almost an argument to say like being 70% like of a performer on the camera is better than being 100% polished?
Yes. Yeah. I think what we're doing right now, sitting down, doing a podcast, I'm a massive fan of because we're having a conversation. And that will be chopped up and formed into short little reels that will be put out on the feed, and it's us talking. So, it's totally different to having a scripted video that goes out where you're just showing that one side of you.
And you're like, let me have another go at that. I don't know
correct.
How that came across.
Yeah, you don't have another chance. So
what are some of the best types of content that you see performing across all your different clients? Because you have clients in various different industries. Not all of them are going to want to do comedy necessarily. So like, is there Is it behind the scenes? What sort of content do you see working?
You raise a good point. It's different for different industries and it's different for different individuals as well. So I think a good mix of everything is probably the way to go. And basically from there, you just see what works the best based on stats, what's getting the most views, and you hone in on that.
What do you say to people that are struggling with consistency and they want to see results?
Yeah, so I think one of the biggest challenges that people have with social media is consistency. A lot of them say they don't have the time, or, they end up late at night looking at their feed thinking, far out, I haven't posted anything. So the best way to do it is to definitely book in a shoot with someone like yourself and bank it up. So if you don't have the time to do it monthly, do it quarterly, schedule it out and keep it going. It's so important that you're consistent.
And so batching content is a big thing that you guys do?
Yeah, batching content.
Filming in volume so that you don't necessarily have to go, I got to do another reel today. All right, now what am I going to do today? What am I going to do today? We'll
have pillars that we'll work around, and a lot of it is based around education.
Mm-hmm.
And we just watch the stats. So we see at the end of the month, from all the efforts we've put in with content, what's ranked the highest and what people want. So, and we do test that out with ads as well. We do A/B testing against one another so that we can learn exactly what your target audience is wanting.
Can you expand on that A/B testing? So how does that work?
So what I like to do is once the client I'm working with has enough video content going out, it's then a really great time to run ads which have the objective of video views.
Yep.
So that way we're going to reach their target audience in their specific areas that are doing certain things, if they're in real estate, for example, targeting real estate agencies and running, say, 10 different creatives against one another, giving it a budget and then seeing which ones are outperforming against the others and then switching off the ones that are not performing as well. It's almost a bit of a 3-step cycle. Mm-hmm. So the first step would be posting the content organically, mm-hmm. seeing which ones rank the best. Then from there, creating the paid ad with the ones that have performed better, testing them against one another, switching off the ones that aren't doing as well. And then the third step would be retargeting. So everyone that has watched, say, more than 50% of that video, getting in front of them again and then maybe saying, do you want an appraisal? That's when you can start running lead generation campaigns, for example.
Sometimes I'll be on social media and someone will get me in the creative space. Yeah. I'll be like, that was a cool video, and I'll watch 70%. And then I do notice a week later that person's back again. And sometimes I feel like I'm 8-9 videos down in their retargeting cycle and I just can't get out of the loop of it's here again. It's another video. It's a different video.
Yeah. When people are running ads, they don't think about that enough because a lot of the money gets wasted on competitors. Us being in the industry, we're going to see our competitors' ads. They pop up all the time. So the best way to filter that out is there's actually a setting in Facebook ads where you can exclude people that are in your industry that look like they could be your competitors.
So then you're not spending a massive amount of money showing your competitors exactly what you're doing from a marketing 100%. Perspective, right?
Yeah, because they're going to engage with it. And like you said, you're going to be, 7 videos deep into their funnel and you're not their audience. So they're wasting a big component there of people like you that are not actually their target audience.
There seems to be a misconception with boosting posts versus running ads. Mm-hmm. What do you see as the differentiator there?
The biggest thing at the moment is the fact that boosting, you get charged 30% fee from Apple if you boost a post.
Right.
That is the biggest difference right now. And what you're going to find is that the targeting capabilities are far more effective. You can target way more than you can target from just a boost.
Yep.
And you can A/B test. It's actually strategic, whereas boosting it's a little bit more aimless.
It's just just get views.
Yeah, it's just get
from
views.
Anyone, no specific demographic, no specific area, just views and more views.
Yeah, that's it.
Right.
So you've obviously got ad hoc shoots, but then you've also got the reoccurring sessions that you do. What's the main difference between the two of them? And do you find that people get far better results shooting weekly as opposed to just that random ad hoc shoot every now and then?
Some clients will do one-off shoots because they specifically need us at a random time. For example, we film for some caterers and they need us at an event. So the wedding is on this day and time. We're going to book you as we have the events come up, and they're not always going to be perfectly every Wednesday at 10 o'clock. But the clients who just book us one-off because I just want to do a little bit of content, I find it can be almost a waste of money to a certain extent because they're hoping that I'm going to put one piece of content out and then it's going to instantly return me a client and then I'll do some more content. It's that mindset. Whereas someone who goes, I'm just going to do saturation marketing for 3 months and I'm going to put 7 videos out every week. They're the people that they start, and then they start getting the comments from their friends and family going, oh, I'm seeing your videos. It's good stuff. And then all of a sudden, after a month, they might start having people actually messaging them going, hey, I saw this and I was wondering, how would you approach this or whatever? And then they actually start converting clients off it. But it's the consistency of having the content go out and the person not seeing them once and going, that was a great video, I'm going to reach out. It's like they probably have to see the person like 12 times pop up before they actually go, you know what, I'm actually going to message them and see if they can solve whatever my problem is.
Yeah. And with all the videos you're getting, that paired with a paid ad, it's just amplified. Like, you'll see results far quicker.
It's on steroids.
100%.
Thank you so much for coming on, Jess. I really appreciate all the insight that you brought, and I've been able to certainly pick a few little golden nuggets out that we can implement ourselves. And if anyone needs some social media management or content and they're not sure where to get started, that maybe they can reach out to Jess.
Yeah, and look, with content, there's always, you can go lo-fi, you can mix in professional. So all the content that I do is lo-fi, and you're the I guess hi-fi. Is that the word? Is it
high end? I don't know. Hi-fi. We'll go with hi-fi.
High-end contact. So yeah, it just depends on your business and what sort of
vibe you want to go for.
100%. Yeah.
Perfect. Thanks.
Awesome. Thank you.